Welcome to the Empowered Spirit Show. This is your host, Terry Ann Hyman. I'll explore the connection to the human spirit in a way that helps to navigate your life, including crisis. I am passionate about helping you to open up to your intuition and the metaphysical world of spirit to find your confidence in your own inner guidance. Take a pause, be inspired, learn ways to show up focused, centered, and more dynamic in your everyday life.
Welcome back to the Empowered Spirit Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. This episode is being sponsored by Ritual and Shelter. Are you looking for a magical place to shop and hold space? Check out Ritual and Shelter online or in Homewood, Alabama. Browse through their bookshelves covering topics such as energy healing, crystal healing, Reiki, chakras, auras, the Akashic Record, shadow work, astrology, and earth-based healing. You can also find herbal teas and tinctures alongside their crystals and oils to help establish a mindful mindset and fluid ambience before meditation, ritual work, and reflection. Ritual and Shelter is dedicated to providing one-on-one, in-depth conversations with customers to help them find the most efficient healing methods and resources that match their unique interest and energy. They offer tarot sessions, Reiki, sound bowl, and crystal healing, and now they are offering witch consultations. Visit ritualshelter.com to book an appointment and bring peace back to the body, mind, and spirit. You can also find them on Instagram at Ritual Shelter Shop, as well as Pinterest at Ritual Plus Shelter. As this podcast goes to air, we have a lot to catch up on. Spring has sprung, as they say. Everything is coming up. Green baby buds, flowers, azaleas are blooming where I am, the dogwoods, the cherries, so many beautiful reminders of growth and change. We're moving out of that eclipse portal of energy. Yeah, the effects are still happening and occurring. Good news, Mercury will end its retrograde and come direct starting on April 7th. The end of March brought a lot of monumental shifts in the cosmos, within ourselves, in the political environment, in all countries, really. And this kind of movement, it does ripple out into every corner of reality. It reweaves life as we know it. I think it's a good thing. And as these outer planets like Neptune reintroduce herself into the first sign of the Zodiac, into Aries, we are experiencing a huge shift, a pairing of energy we haven't seen in more than 150 years. Many of the astrologers are talking about this. And yes, I will have an astrologer. My astrologer from New York, Armand Diaz, will be back on the show this month. Stay tuned for that. But this is bringing forward a huge awakening for all of us. Expanded consciousness, as I've been talking about on the show with all of my guests, the star people, this energy of the outer planet of Neptune, it's all here to help transform life as we know it, to help bring forward inspiration and action, to help bring forward the purpose of our soul's journey. It is visionary energy. It is revolutionary energy. A lot of energy is here to bridge this gap, to help us open up, to bring forward so many new possibilities in how we think, live, and what we choose to do with our journey. It asks that we cultivate courage. I love the energy of courage. It opens the heart. It helps us to take that next step forward. It is time to turn it up a little bit, to get out of our own way, and to open up to this fiery energy that Aries brings forward. So this cosmic force, so many of the astrologers are talking about. I've been listening to so many of them and feeling into my own concept of it as well. But this Neptune moving into Aries territory, it helps us to focus a different way of looking at ourselves, our identity, our personal desires, and the evolution of who we truly are. It's in this fire sign that Neptune starts a fresh energy for so many of us and an opportunity to move forward with a clear sense of self. When we look at some of its effect on the collective, it's important to note that the last time Neptune had this transit into Aries was between 1861 and 1875. It was the start of the American Civil War. And it was marked by an intense time of conflict, the fight for freedom, and a collective reimagining of identity. Now, I'm not saying I want a civil war, but what did that civil war represent? It was a balancing of freedom, right? It was a balancing of that we are all equal. And that I do believe in. I don't know quite how it's going to play out. And I know many of the astrologers are showing us links of dates that are coming back to November and January. There's many theories. We'll see. But I do know my part in this is to hold the light. Hold the light for bigger, better times. Hold the light that we are all one, that we are all connected. I feel like that's my part. What about you? What is your part in all of this? Are you going down that dark tunnel or can you allow yourself to lift it up and know that this higher consciousness, this expanded energy will help us all evolve? We are raising in consciousness, opening up to different ways of thinking, learning, reading, talking, telepathy, visioning, all of it is coming forward. It's so important for all of us. And even, with all this changing seasons, changing the cosmos, many people are resisting this. I don't want to change. I want to hold on to what I have. We can't hold on. It is a time to move forward with greater ease and effortless tuning into your soul. And I will say, I have been noticing a little uptick and people reaching out to me, asking questions, not understanding quite the signs that are coming forward, but yet knowing there's more to it. Sometimes you may even think, oh, am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. For seeing signs and showing up and hearing messages, you just have to train it. I know I take a lot of what I do for granted. I'm constantly reminded, okay, I've been doing this for a while, and even some of it is innately. It's innately in all of us, really. We just have to tune into it. But the important thing, and what I really want to talk about today, is that you can learn these tools and techniques for yourself. You can learn to see and hear and feel and know your own intuition. You can tap into your Akashic records. I use all the tools, Reiki, intuition, tarot, EFT, stones and crystals, all combined to work in the Akashic realm to help you understand more and more of your soul's journey. I mean, think about it. What is our soul here for anyway? Is it really to accumulate wealth and riches and things? I don't think so. I think our soul is here to evolve. Yes, society teaches us we need money, but how much do we really need, right? If we're just accumulating stuff, what are we really avoiding? The deeper part of who we are is how I really see it. I've talked a lot about my connection with the Lemurian star people. And I had recently someone say, well, did you have a past life as a star person? And I never really stopped to think about it because a lot of it I just started working with and knowing that I had this channeling of energy. I don't have an answer, but it did prompt me to start to say, okay, let me go explore that possibility. Let me work in my own Akashic records and ask that question. And I do think some of it is coming forward for me about having another lifetime then. And I'm going to explore it more and more because we can do that. And the value of that for me is to help other people understand their past lives, their wisdom of their soul's journey, and how we can use it to bring it forward right now into our present day life. We need to have an expanded consciousness right now. We need to understand so much more about what is all around us. And I think that's part of it. When we understand our life, our soul's journey, we take the judgment out, we find the wisdom, and we move forward with so much more knowledge. I know that's what's happened with me. More wisdom about being a mystic that I've discovered in past lives. More knowledge about being in the native energy of my Lakota history. In fact, I was doing some dreaming time into that. The circle dances. Yeah. Where does that come from? Why do I have that knowledge? Why do I set up medicine wheels on the earth without being taught? Why do I know this? That's the wisdom we bring forward. That's the energy that's going to help us now. The whole idea of star people, the whole idea of expanded consciousness. Many people call it aliens, and the aliens come in, are they real? I don't like to look at it as aliens. I like to look at it as star people. That brings forward the metaphysical, the spiritual, the wisdom, rather than something to be feared. You can look at it however you want, but let's talk about that. The energy of our star people, the opening up to telepathy and expanded consciousness is, I think, what's going to come forward and help us in so many more ways than we even know right now. What do you think? So as we move forward into April, we're going to somewhat slow down with some of the transits, but I think the later part of the month we'll see even more. Mercury will come out of retrograde, which I think all of us will be glad about. We'll be able to communicate a little easier, and we will be able to bring forward more and more of those seeds of intentions that we want to plant. Very important as we move into this new season. If you want to learn more about your own energy, messages you're receiving, your intuition, schedule a spiritual upgrade, complimentary call with me, and let's talk about those messages, what you're seeing, what you're being stuck with in your life, the imprints we call them, and how you can set up a spiritual practice and learn these tools for yourself. I'll put the link in the show notes. Today's episode is also being brought to you by Expand. You're invited to join us in person on June 7th for Expand, Awaken Your Inner Mystic in Atlanta, Georgia, or attend from anywhere via live stream. Expand brings knowledge and experience together. Prepare to be surprised and delighted as you immerse yourself in wisdom with hands-on practices and embark on a life-changing journey to transcend spiritual limits, feel joy in your life, and awaken the mystic within you. Learn from acclaimed medium Suzanne Giesman, leading researcher Freddie Silva, what a nice guy, celebrated clairvoyant Tricia McCannon, respected Peruvian shaman Oscar Miro Kusanda, sacred soul activist Shimra, and Akashic Records teacher Lisa Barnett as they explore shamanisms, angels, connecting with loved ones across the veil, the energetic doorways of portals, your signs from the universe, and the Akashic Records. I'll be a part of this storytelling panel, sharing my experience of past lives and sacred spaces from my collaboration with Freddie Silva's Portals, Energetic Doorways to Mystical Experiences. There is an early bird option, and I will be sure to put the links in the show notes. So as we allow ourselves to catch up and move into this new month, let's take a moment to pause and breathe and look to the tarot for some messages for where we are right now. So wherever you are, if you can, close your eyes. Taking a nice deep inhale, breathing up the body. And as you exhale, call all your energy into you, call it in. Calling in the element of fire to help us go within, to inspire us, to bring our spirit forward. Calling in the air to clear the mind. Calling in the water to wash through us. Calling in the earth to ground and center all the sacred elements. Inhale, expanding the breath up the body. And as you exhale, call all your energy into you, call it in. Inhale, expanding the breath up the body. And as you exhale, begin to align all your energy, calling in the spiritual body right on top of the emotional, mental, physical bodies, all centering. Inhaling and exhaling, dropping right into the heart, right into the deepest part of your heart. Feel that connection, your spirit and the greater spirit. Know that you are loved, guided, protected. Feeling all this energy coming in around us. As we call in our Reiki masters, we call in the teachers that have come before us, calling the angels to open the heart, calling in the crystal beings for amusement, magnification. And now call in your higher self right above the crown to receive these messages for you. Taking another deep inhale and exhale, beginning to open up that radiant light within you, inhaling up the body, exhaling all the way down. And now opening from the heart, expand that breath all around you, and exhale, coming right into the very center as we take this time to notice this new season upon us. As I teach, we find ourselves in the direction of the east for this new spring season. We call in the directions for guidance and protection to the east, the south, the west, and the north, above us, below us, right here in the deepest part of our heart, setting that intention for this new month. See and hear and feel and know these intentions. Take another deep inhale right into the heart. As we go to look at the cards to help bring clarity for this month right now, we draw 3 cards for the beginning, the middle, and the end, and see what comes forward for us. 2 majors, and we start with the Ace of Fire. Fire, that's the element for spring. Opening up to brand new potential, Ace's potential. Look at the red and the orange and the yellow. Let it wake up. Let that fire come up so that as you plant your seeds of intentions, that inspiration is there for you. This big crystal, this spiral of energy is showing you that spiral of life. It is a time to bring your fire forward, to plant those new seeds. You get to create that potential. Feeling that intention in your heart so that you can set this energy out there. The next card is the Chariot. It's a 7, or spiritual energy. It's time to harness that energy and move forward on your path. It is a time to open up. Know that you have all the tools. The sun is above you. You've got everything you need. Now you just have to harness it in. Bring that horsepower forward for your path. Maybe it's a brand new path. Maybe you just need to come back to your path. Time to open up with a greater force of energy from that fire and this new season. And then as we move to the end of the month, you will find that you do have that magician within you. As above, so below. All the energy is laid out on the table. That infinite potential is right above your head. What can you manifest? We take the time, we plant the seeds, we put our intentions right into those seeds. Spiritually, metaphorically, physically, all of it. Take a deep breath. Feel into those intentions for you right now. With all the support from the universe, the stars, the cosmic forces, what do you want to see come forward for you this month for this new season of spring? Inhaling and exhaling, sending that energy out. We empower it. Shokure, shokure, shokure. Send it all the way around you, all the way through the aura, all the way. Setting that energy for you. Feel that fire. Feel that potential. No, you can. Set this energy, bring it forward. Create the shifts you want to see for you, your path, and for all mankind. As you light your light and shine that light bright, you allow others to do the same. Inhaling, breathing up the body. Exhale, breathing all the way back down, holding that vibration. Feeling this light all around you, charged with this energy of Reiki. Just for today, being really present as you set these intentions. Inhaling and exhaling, removing any less than light energy. Seki, seki, seki. Empowering this path for you. Shokure, shokure, shokure. These are Reiki symbols, sending them out all around you. And now call all your energy back into you, right into the heart. Feel yourself grounding with Mother Earth, keeping the heart open, keeping that third eye illuminating, guiding you along your path. Taking one more deep inhale and exhale. And as you're ready, coming back, blinking the eyes, back open. Allow that inspiration to come forward for you. Know and trust you are the magician of your life right now in this new season. Expand your consciousness. Open up to new ways of thinking and working and doing. Believe in the spirit, your soul's light right now. Come join us in Atlanta. Be sure to check my website for all my latest events. Share this podcast with somebody that you know might need some inspiration for this season. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Shine your light. Thanks again for listening. I am your host, Terry Ann Hyman, to your spirit. Namaste.